I'm standing here with Craig Haney from Manchester, who is running for
Alderman Ward 2.
Alderman Ward 2, which is kind of like it'd be kind of like a city council in most towns. It's a pretty powerful position. And you're also a Free Stater, moved to New Hampshire a year or two ago?
About 2 years ago.
And you signed a pledge to work hard to bring as much freedom as possible to people who want it in New Hampshire.
Right.
But tell me a little bit about how has it been? How has the average person responded to you being a liberty activist and running for a political office?
The average person doesn't know that I'm a liberty activist. I'm running in primarily a Republican ward, and my opponent is a Democrat. And so the average person that I speak to, I'm speaking to Republicans primarily, are very favorable for my run.
Isn't the city alderman board nonpartisan technically?
It is nonpartisan technically, but there are 13 Democrats on the board of aldermen, and 1 Republican, and so everybody knows who the Republican is and who the Democrat is.
Even though that doesn't appear on the ballot, though.
It doesn't appear on the ballot.
I see. And so now, you find what degree of acceptance have you been getting inside the Republican Party?
They've been very favorable to me.
And higher ups?
Yes, I joined the Republican Party, I would say maybe 6 months ago, and they've given me a lot of help. They've given me a lot of support. They know that we're Free Staters, and they support us here in Manchester. We are basically small government Republicans here in Manchester, and that's how they see us, and so it works out well for us.
My experience, I guess this was about 2-3 years ago, I ran for state rep. I came about 6 points away from winning, and I got far enough along that I ended up becoming like a delegate or something, and I ended up going to Manchester committee meetings and stuff like that, voting on committee members. Actually, it gave me a certain amount of power, just the fact that I ran, and it was pretty efficient for $2, But when I got there, I sensed that there was. It was just different times I felt different things, but sometimes I felt there was just a little bit of tension between, the Liberty wing of the Manchester, Republican Party and the more mainstream wing. It wasn't much, but is even that gone too?
I'm not seeing that right now. I'm seeing help from the top down in the Republican Party here in Manchester.
And that's nice. That's good to see. And as I'm always telling folks, run as a Republican because we sort of fit in, not perfectly, but pretty much.
It works out that way because we're looking for smaller government, and the Republicans are looking for smaller government. We're looking for more private solutions to public problems, and the Republicans are doing that too. So we're looking for the same things when it comes down to what are we going to do next year. What are we going to do next year is we're going to try to balance the budget. We're going to try to bring deficits down. We're going to try to bring the debt down, and both Republicans and the Free Staters are looking for the same thing.
Yeah, but some people that are not looking for the same thing are Democrats in Manchester. Your views are very different from the person that you're running against.
They tend to respond more to the labor unions and their constituents, and taxes are up, and spending is up about 60% more than inflation and population growth would allow over the past 10 years in this city. They don't see any problem with that, and yet the taxpayers here, the people that I'm talking to, do see a problem with continuing to raise taxes, continuing to raise spending, especially when times are bad. I mean, the days when we spend more when times are good and tax more when times are bad have got to stop, and that's my big platform with the Republican base that I'm trying to approach.
Can you think of anything that you can go through when you get if you get onto the board of aldermen on this tribe? And you're going to be facing off with other people who think very differently from you. I know some of them. What can you do that both of you can work together on that is good for the people, that doesn't harm taxpayers? What's a win-win solution that authoritarians and libertarians can come to on a place like the Board of Aldermen in Manchester?
I don't know. So I want to answer that question directly. I'm not really sure what we can agree on as opponents in this race. My opponent seems to want to continue to spend more and continue to accommodate people that work for the city and that work towards increasing spending, increasing services in the city, especially if it, I mean, not especially, but even if it means that taxes must go up, and I disagree with that. So I'm not certain I can find a common ground for us in this case.
Well, is there a type of cut that you can agree on? Type of, for instance, I noticed there's a lot of times when cuts happen in government, they will go after the poor people first, you know, or the folks that can't defend themselves, but they'll continue these massive spending programs that also hurt the poor people. I mean, is there a way you can get them on board with maybe cutting the police department budget a little bit, or, you know, getting the police to stop doing these expensive drug arrests? You know,
right.
Is there anything like that that you can possibly get an authoritarian to agree on just to save money and give their city a little bit more solvency?
And I don't know that. But I do believe that we need to build the budget back up from the ground up. We need to do a zero-based budgeting analysis and bring it back up. The perennial contracts that come up for the labor unions, I think they need to be addressed. When we lose money, when the city loses money because the economy is bad, I don't think you can give raises to people that are on contract, and that's part of the problem. So that's where I was down on that issue.
What's the main thing besides that you would like to see cut?
Oh, the biggest thing is the budget. And
well, yeah, but what part of the budget?
I don't know. I don't know what part of the budget to cut. I do know that people tell me that the schools are a problem, that they're actually having to find private money to find supplies for the schools. Teachers tell me this all the time when I'm walking out in the streets and soliciting votes. They tell me that that a lot of the classrooms do not have supplies for schools. They don't have books and this sort of thing. But we're spending about $11,000 a year per student. That's about $300,000 per classroom. If you look at the average pupil to teacher ratio, it's about 14-1, but the classroom sizes are about 28-1. Why do we have this discrepancy? I don't know. But I do believe that throwing money at the problem is not the solution. The solution is going to be trying to find a different way to solve these problems.
All right. Thanks, Greg. Good luck out there.
Sure, thank you.
Now, one thing that dirty little Ridley secret here, which is not all that dirty, is that actually I voted for a teacher once for Manchester. I guess it was either school board or it was the board of aldermen. I'm not even sure there's separated, but anyway, the thing that was interesting to me was that the teachers had a lot of good ideas for how, or at least this teacher did, for how to save money. And actually after I don't know if she won or not, but her platform did get taken, and they did it. I mean, the superintendent did what she was wanting them to do. So there's times when the teachers want something. In this case, I think it was the reduction in the amount of spending on the administrative building in Manchester's school district. The teachers understand they shouldn't be, spending a lot of money on an administrative building. So a lot of times there are areas where liberty activists and people would normally be thought of as our opponents, teachers, are on the same side on certain issues, and we can work together. So that would be just an example to me of how your opponent is not always your opponent.